Okay, so I'm going to do a short demonstration of online sequencer. To save time, I've sequenced some of the parts already. I have my piano part in blue, my guitar part in green, and my drum part in red. When you choose a new instrument, it automatically changes colour. If I hit play, you can hear what I've got so far. The piano, the guitar, and the drum. The mixer is here. So if I click on the mixer, I can change my volume. So there's my piano. I can turn it up or turn it down. That's my mixer. Drum kit, turn it down if I want to. What I've composed is 4 bars long. Okay, so you see that's the 4th bar. There's nothing in the 5th bar, so it just loops back to the beginning to bar 1. Okay, so it will loop what you've composed. This is really helpful if you want to, say, make an instrumental. You can make an instrumental like 2 or 4 bars long, and it can just repeat and repeat. Using another device, you can then record yourself rapping or singing over it. So I'm going to show you how I actually inputted the notes. So first you select your instrument by clicking this drop-down menu here. I'm going to choose Smooth Synth. I preloaded it already. So this is Smooth Synth I've chosen. And it's going to be a new colour when I input the notes. I can then have a listen to how it sounds and select the notes. When I'm ready to enter my notes, I just click where I want the note to go. At the end of the note, you get a little arrow, which you can use to then extend your note there. I then pick my next note. So I want to have that, so I'll find where that is about here. And again, I click and extend. And then I want to click and then extend. Okay, I've accidentally added 2 notes there, so I click on the note and then press delete or backspace, and that will delete the extra note. Also, to save time, if you've got a repeating part, you can copy and paste notes. So I'm gonna have a C and click on the end. I want it to be shorter. Rather than clicking on another note, I can just press Control C, 1 note copied, and then Control V. Okay, Control and V. 1 note pasted, drag to change their position. So I click on the note I copied, and as you see, it's duplicated it. If I want to copy more than 1 note, I hold down Shift, okay, Shift, and click on the note I want to copy. So it's selected 2 notes. So now when I press Control C, 2 notes have been copied. Control V, 2 notes are pasted. Okay, so I've got that kind of thing. And I'm going to have this repeating again. So again, I'm going to hold down Shift and click on those other notes so I can copy 4 notes and paste. Control C, Control V. And then I think I might just have this again. So I'm going to select this note and this note by holding down Shift. Control C, Control V, and drag them for my 4th and final bar. There. And so backspace to delete. Why not change this note to F sharp? Okay, now I hit play and it will play my 4 bars over and over again. Okay, and there we go. I can go to my mixer. I can find my Smooth Synth. I'll turn it up. Hit stop. BPM, beats per minute, that is your tempo. So let's say I want to slow it down a bit. I'll just click there and I'll just use my keyboard to change that. So I'll slow it down to 100. And then it's slowed down. Hit stop. Okay, so there's multiple instruments. The way it's laid out, you don't want to have too many instruments. Although what is handy is because of how it layers the instruments on top of each other, you can make sure you don't have too many instruments at the same pitch. Once you've finished, here is the save button, okay? So you can save, and also you can export it. So if I click save, here is a link to this sequence. So this link here, I can copy this link. So I think if I click on it, it opens it up again. So I can copy that link. That link I can then save in my documents, or I can email it to myself or to someone else. And that way, I can access my work again. The other thing you're able to do is export the MIDI file, okay? If I export the MIDI file, this will download a MIDI file. I can then send that file, email that file to someone. That file will then be able to, you can use that in other pieces of software. So I can make it at home on Online Sequencer. Then when I'm in school, I can then use Cubase to work on my project if I export it to MIDI file. Okay, so either your link, which you can send, you can email it to me, you can email it to a friend or email it to yourself, or just save that link, or export to MIDI file. That file can then be used on any piece of software, music software. It's really easy to use, okay? Nice, simple loops, 4-bar loops, 8-bar loops, 2-bar loops, okay? The instruments are a bit basic, but they have what you need. You can have a bass instrument, a chords instrument, a drum rhythm instrument. Okay, so you can create your ideas using this software and then use them on another piece of software, for example, what we have in school, or you can move it to BandLab. Okay, many possibilities. So if you're not going to use BandLab, have a go at this Online Sequencer. Send me what you come up with. Send me a link to what you've come up with, and you email that to my email address, which is in the description. Okay, so have fun with Online Sequencer. No matter what kind of computer or laptop you have at home, this should work just fine.